Hello and thank you for stopping by. As I announced in my first video, I'm starting a project with the goal of using up all of the makeup that I currently own. In the first few videos that I will upload, I'll be showing you my current makeup inventory, which I've decided to separate into 4 categories: complexion, cheek, eyes and lip. Today I'm going to show you my complexion products, which includes my primers, my concealers, correctors, foundation, powders and setting sprays. Before we begin, I must tell you that this is a category that I'm not concerned about. With the exception of a couple of products, I don't think I have too many products in this category. So let's start. Primers. I don't use a primer every day because I don't use foundation every day. So I only have minis in this category. The first one that I'm going to show you is the Smashbox Photo Finish. It was given to me as a gift with purchase back in 2016, and at the time I didn't use it because I didn't see the point in it. When I was younger, I didn't have visible pores, so I didn't see the point in using this product, and now I do, so it's almost used up. And the next product that I'm going to show you is a replacement that I've already bought. It's the Pore Fessional by Benefit, which I guess serves the same purpose because it's supposed to be a silicone primer that smooths the skin and minimizes the appearance of pores. The last primer that I'm going to show you is this one by Becca. It's called Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, and it's a different type of primer, an illuminating one which I apply on the high points of my face before applying my foundation. The next category is concealers and correctors. When it comes to correctors, I only have this palette. It's called Correct Perfect by Stila, and it contains 2 powders and 5 creams, and the powders I don't use on my face because I don't see much of a difference whether I apply them or not. So I'm still going to use the powders up, but I'll talk about them in a different category. As for the creams, as you can see, I use the green one the most. I use it around my nose where I have broken capillaries, and I also use the peachy shades under my eyes, but I can also make the other 2 work, so I'm determined to use this whole thing up. Concealers, the first one that I'm going to show you is the Lancome Effacernes Longue Tenue, which I bought back in 2015 or even 2014, and I bought it initially because I wanted to use it under my eyes to conceal my dark circles, but this shade 02 Beige Sable is so wrong for this purpose for me, because it's actually a bit darker than my skin tone, so it's completely unsuitable for under my eyes. But at the time I didn't know any better, and neither did the lady at the counter that recommended this to me. But I still use this product, and I use it on my nose on days when I don't feel like applying foundation on my whole face, so it works great for that. I don't think it's anywhere near running out because it contains 15 ml, and that's basically half a full bottle of foundation, so it's still going strong. Then for my under eye area, the one that I use is the ubiquitous Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair Neutral. I like it. I don't need a whole lot of it because I don't draw triangles under my eyes. I only apply a tiny dot under each of my eyes, and then I blend it in. So I guess this is going to take me years to use up, but I'm fine with it because I like it and I'm not in a hurry to replace it. Foundations, I only have this foundation by Charlotte Tilbury. It's called the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I bought it just a few days after it was launched. I went to the store in Covent Garden and it was extremely crowded and the staff was very busy. So eventually I just got tired of waiting for someone to help me out, and I matched myself to the shade 2 Neutral, which is not such a good match actually, because you can probably see that my face is a bit darker than my neck, and I usually like them to be the same color because before I apply foundation they are the same color. So it's a tiny bit wrong for me, but I didn't want to get the lighter shade at the time because I don't want to be any paler than I already am. So yeah, I will use it up. It's fine. Other than the shade, I don't actually like it that much because I think it tends to settle into my fine lines and wrinkles and pores. I prefer another foundation by Charlotte Tilbury, the Magic one. I really like it better, but I got sucked in by the hype. Next up is powders. I have this one by Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Airbrush Flawless Finish in shade 1 Fair. It's a lovely product. I use it under my eyes to set my concealer, around my nose in the summer because I have combination skin and it tends to get oily on and around my nose, and it's a delight to use. The other one that I use is a loose powder by Estee Lauder. It's called Perfecting Loose Powder, and in the shade Light, and I tend to use it in the summer if I'm not applying foundation. I use it to fix the white cast that my physical sunscreen leaves. It's okay. I don't know if you can see, but I've already used up around 2/3 of it. Then again, I've had it for a few years, so I don't use it that often, pretty much only in the summer. I think I'll still be able to use it up. And the last powder that I have is the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder, which I haven't opened yet. I think I'll start using it after I'm done with the Charlotte Tilbury one. I got this one in the Liberty Advent Beauty Calendar, so I can't say anything about it yet. And the last subcategory is setting sprays. I have two. This one is by Urban Decay. It's the All Nighter. I got this in 2018 around Christmas. It was in a set of 2. I used up one, and this one is pretty much full because I don't use setting sprays on a daily basis anymore. I can't tell much of a difference. And the other one is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus, which I don't use as a setting spray often because I'm not happy with the nozzle. I don't think that the mist it produces is fine enough. It tends to leave different sized drops on my face, and I use it pretty much only to wet my makeup brushes for a more intense eyeshadow application. So those are all the complexion products that I have. I have 16 products in total. I'm counting each of the creams in the correcting palette as a separate product because this is what I tend to do with my products. You'll see with the eyeshadows as well. Apart from the number of correcting shades, I don't think I have too many products. I even think it wouldn't be bad to have one more foundation or a CC cream for the sake of variety, but I'm happy with having just one for now. Some of the products in this category will take me more than a year to use up. I think some of them I'll be able to use up fairly quickly. The end goal for me is to find out which products work best for me and which products I actually want to keep using. I just won't be replacing the rest. So I don't intend to implement any strict rules when it comes to a no-buy, because pretty much I'm just going to replace the products that I run out of, and I'm not going to replace products that I don't think I need anymore. For example, when I run out of the green cream in the correcting palette, I'll buy another green corrector, but I'm not going to buy a replacement for each of the other creams because I don't think I need as many. I hope this makes sense. So those were all my complexion products. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and have a great makeup day.